You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, Days fans. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt, and I have got your weekly spoilers for Monday, March 11th, all the way through Friday, March 15th. There is such huge stuff to unpack. We've got miracles, lives on the line, another life on the line, lives saved, breaking and entering, somebody getting arrested. There is so much to unpack. If you haven't, though, please reach down and click subscribe so you don't miss any of our updates. And now let's jump right in on spoilers for Monday, March 11th, 2024, which is season 59, episode 141. So Paulina Price is dying this week. She thinks she's taking her last breath. Abe is there with her. He's distraught. He thinks he's about to lose the woman he loves. And then they get an angelic visit. I've racked my brain and I can't picture who it might be coming to visit her. So I am very excited about this. And then also on Monday, we have Tate Black trying to shimmy into Holly Jonas's bedroom window. I don't know if his new lawyer, Sloan Peterson, got him released from the halfway house or if he just broke out. Halfway houses don't have the same kind of security as a jail, you know. Either way, he wants Holly to come clean and he is going to get answers, the answers his dad couldn't get. Nicole is just shutting him down, and I think she's being a little callous because, you know, his kid's in jail, and if his kid did it, sure, but it seems like it's incumbent on her to get the actual answers. Plus, she knows her daughter has been boozing underage. That's a warning sign. And then, of course, Holly told her this week, Tate didn't give me the drugs, he wouldn't. And then Nicole is just insisting it. And it's just, you know, no evidence to the contrary. All right. We also have John Black, Steve Johnson, and Ava Vitale working together to find Trip Johnson and Wendy Shen. They're having to break Clyde out of jail so he doesn't kill them, but it looks like he's already killing them anyway. I think they can maintain control of the situation, but guess what? Clyde Weston's going to get away. Definitely what it looks like. Meanwhile, Rafe Hernandez, Jada Hunter, and Harris Michaels are completely baffled at why Officer Goldman decided to betray the police and work for Clyde. I think it'd be interesting if she was another kid of his. You know, Ben's gone and his stepdaughter, Jordan, is dead. So, yeah, you never know. Tuesday, March 12th, 2024 is episode 142 of season 59. Rafe and Harris make it to the big tank where Trip and Wendy were being held hostage. But guess what? John, Steve, and Ava beat them there, and they are already trying to revive them because they drew their last breath. They did their little wedding vows. Things are critical. Meanwhile, Harris takes a turn. It looks like he was damaged in that last fight with Stefan after, of course, being shot by Stefan. And so Ava offers to take care of him when he is out of commission again. Brady Black has questions for Sarah Horton about comas because he just asked Nicole about Holly and she's like, oh, Holly needs to recover. We can't ask her any hard questions, blah, blah, blah. I think Brady wants a doctor's opinion on when Holly can be questioned. And since Sarah is actually Holly's doctor, I wonder if she's going to answer the questions just as a generic what if, or if she might think it's overstepping because of doctor-patient confidentiality. That same day, EJ and Nicole come in and catch Tate and Holly in her room. I have no doubt EJ is going to call the police. EJ has been so detestable lately, and I love Dan Feuerriegel. He's so hot and so tall and so gorgeous, and he's being such a douche nozzle right now that it makes me just want to kick him in the head. Just be handsome. Don't be awful. All right. That takes us to Wednesday, March 13th, which is episode 143 of the current season. Wendy asks Trip about their last moments before they nearly died. She wants to know what they said. She can't remember them. And remember, she said she wanted to get married. He said, let's get married now. They say their I do's, then they quit breathing. And it sounds like he remembers, but she doesn't because he was conscious for a few more seconds than her. Paulina has got some kind of miracle. Her cardiology tests look good. Family's thrilled. Everybody's excited. It looks so good that Lonnie and Eli are talking about leaving Salem because he's got a new job offer in Washington, D.C. I just wonder if Paulina recovers without a heart transplant. They said that was the only way she'd get better, but it looks like Clyde got away. Wendy and Tripp survive. Harris survives. I don't know of any more spare loose hearts around Salem. So unless some rando dies, then maybe it's just a miraculous recovery. And that's what the angel did for her when she came to see her on Monday. Also midweek, we have Chanel and Johnny ready to pack up and go off on their honeymoon now that her mama is better. And Sarah offers them the use of the Horton cabin. I am trying to think the last time I saw the Horton cabin. Speaking of Horton fires, the last time that I can think about it is when I think it was 4 years ago, like 2020. Remember Claire Brady burned down that cabin? I think she was trying to burn, was it Tripp? She was trying to burn people alive inside of it. She had gone off the deep end. I don't remember it being rebuilt. The Hortons don't seem to do well with not losing things to fire over the last few years, right? Anyway, presumably it's been rebuilt and is not a pile of ash because Sarah is going to hand the keys to Chanel and Johnny and tell them to have a good time. Meanwhile, Patch is really upset with himself because Clyde got away while he was on the job because, of course, he and John helped break him out, working with Ava to save the kid, and then he gets away. And that's not a good thing. And then on Thursday, March 14th, which is season 59, episode 144, John and Ava and Steve all start talking about Clyde's escape. They are all angry. They are all frustrated that they let it happen. None of them wanted it to happen, but now it's a fact. Harris, meanwhile, wakes up. He's been out of it, I guess, because of the trauma he's been under and pushing himself too hard, too fast. He wakes up and he's surprised because Ava is there taking care of him. Meanwhile, John and Marlena catch up with Roman and Eric. They all are at the pub to discuss Jude Brady's upcoming christening. And Maggie Horton, unfortunately, keeps getting closer to Konstantin Melionis. That takes us all the way to Friday, March 15th, episode 145 of the current season. Steve tells Marlena about his mission with John in Aria. She wants to know if her husband killed the women there, and we'll see how much Patch tells her. Constantine, at the same time, is talking to John about the killings he did in Aria as the pawn. He is trying to intentionally upset John. I don't know what his purpose is in that case. He already has that card. He knows he can control him. Something big is coming. Nicole and Holly both beg EJ not to put Tate back in jail. Will he listen? My money's on no. We'll see. Because Tate is arrested again, and Brady and Teresa chew out their son. They are so furious that he is from the frying pan into the fire. Meanwhile, Harris comes to confront EJ about where his murderous brother Stefan has run off to. We also have the christening. We've got Natasha Hall stepping in as Sloan Peterson for 3 episodes. At the christening, we're going to have Eric, John, Nicole, EJ, and Holly, among others. And I also have some quick March preview spoilers for you. Some of these are already going to be in play before now, but these came out from the network. Steve shares something shocking with Marlena. Paulina gets a life-changing visit, and Abe gets his memories back. How exciting is that? Those are all of our Days of Our Lives weekly spoilers. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please click subscribe if you have not. Definitely drop your comments on what you are excited to see and come back soon. I'm here talking Days of Our Lives with you guys 7 days a week. And as always, it's Belinda from Soap Dirt.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.